They say that on our deathbed, we're more likely to regret the things we didn't do, the dreams we didn't pursue. This is a story of a man who refused to do that. He was growing up in Yugoslavia during World War II, raised by his teenage dad. He never knew his mom, kind of had a crappy life. And the one place he could be really genuinely happy and free was in the ocean. Whether he was playing or swimming or hanging out with friends, whatever it was, the ocean made him happy. So he wanted to be a boat captain. But he did well in school and he studied medicine. He became a doctor instead. And he came to America, raised a family. When he was facing retirement, this dream of being in the sea came back to him really strong. He decided he was going to row a boat across the Atlantic Ocean. Now, his wife and 2 young daughters, they begged him not to go. They were terrified. They were having dreams that he was going to drown. And so he put it off for a while. But eventually he just couldn't go to his deathbed having not tried to fulfill this dream that he had held on to since he was a kid. So in May 2001, he set out from Cape Cod, heading 3,000 miles towards Europe. By all accounts, he was absolutely ecstatic in the ocean. He would call home on a satellite phone and he would describe this 360-degree sunsets that reflected in the water. He described this ancient sea turtle that followed him for a week, and he felt like he could communicate with it. And his wife said, "Well, you sound high, like what's going on?" And this is a super rational, sane person his whole life. And he basically said, "I'm happier than I've ever been in my life." And after doing this for over 4 months, when he was just a few days away from reaching land, a huge storm hit and he was lost at sea and he was never seen again. About a month later, a couple Irish fishermen found his boat capsized and empty. They put the boat in a crate and they sent that boat to my house because the man in the rowboat was my dad. Now, that was not what I expected to happen. So while my stepmom and half-sisters had tried to get him not to go, I was helping him pack his boat. Now I'm the same age my dad was when he came up with his idea to row. Now I have my own wife and kids. Now I understand that what was at stake when he left was much greater and more complex than I thought back then. How do you balance every single person you love on one hand, and on the other, the dream that you've held inside your entire life? This movie's about what drives a person to do something like this. It's about the beautiful reward and the devastating cost of one man's desire to feel truly alive.